What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chef Jeff here from Bourbon and Boxing, man. Just want to touch on this current situation we got with Ryan Garcia. At the moment, man, the WBC has expelled him uh, for the comments that he made yesterday, going on a rant about blacks and Muslims and joining the KKK and everything else that this guy said. Man, it was absolutely unreal to see it happen. Uh, to see this guy continuously just kill his own career, and he's going to alienate himself at some point. And I think this whole thing is unraveling to a point that we could see something really bad happen towards the end. We want to talk about mental health. We want to address that type of issue. But I also want to let it be known that I don't believe guys should be using it as a crutch. And it's hard. And I feel like Ryan Garcia is absolutely using mental health as a crutch, man. I don't think he deals with it as much as he claims he does. I think he uses it as an excuse for his actions, for what he does, for what he says, and then and then he doesn't have to be held responsible. Then he's just like, "Oh man, my bad. My mental health got the best of me today." Guys, I'm just tired of hearing that bullshit. And I think this generation, more than any other generation, has used mental health in such a bad, misused way, abused it to benefit them and to justify what they do. We saw Ryan Garcia start this bullshit all the way before the Devin Haney fight, man. His actions, the way he was acting, what he was doing on social media, what he was saying, and everybody laughed at it, bro. He's a funny dude. It was so funny to everybody, man. All I saw was a guy who was fake, who wasn't a genuine person, and then later we got to see that he was a cheater and also a liar. Two more things to add to what this guy is, his character. Once you hit a certain age, man, you got to. I mean, I know guys out there, 21, 22 years old, raising babies, man, working full time jobs, getting up every day, working two jobs, handling their fucking business, and working hard for everything they get at 21, 22, 23 years old. So for Ryan to be around that age, 24 maybe, there's no more excuses, man. You're a man after a certain point, and you got to start acting like a man. You can't use age as an excuse for what you do or to justify your actions, man. Oh, I'm just young and dumb. Young and dumb only goes so fucking far, man. Only goes so far. And I think people really need to start looking more into it. Is he using drugs to the point where he's just out here doing this type of shit? He's saying whatever he wants to say. I don't know, man. I just think at the point, I think boxing needs to really kind of separate themselves from Ryan Garcia as much as they possibly can. I think the WBC kind of did that this week. I don't really get the point of an expulsion for a guy who's already suspended, because an expulsion means that he's not going to be in their rankings and that he's not going to be able to fight for any titles. He's not able to do that right now, as far as I know. But he probably could have went over to Europe or something in WBC, or Saudi Arabia, and WBC would have probably allowed him to fight after knowing that he cheated in that fight, that he failed the PED. So that's boxing for you right there, guys. It kind of sums up a lot of things about boxing, and it makes you really think, what the hell is wrong with this sport? That this is a guy that many said was a future face of boxing, and maybe they put too much on him too soon. I don't know. Maybe too much fame came at him too soon. Maybe it's social media. Maybe he's just a narcissist. Maybe he's just vain, arrogant, and that's just who he is. And sometimes you just got to accept that somebody is who they are, and sometimes they're not going to change their actions for anybody, especially if his actions just keep getting justified by people saying, "Man, he's got mental health conditions." You got to take that into factor. Well, does mental health make you a racist? Does mental health make you continuously say stupid fucking shit? Now, I know it can make people say mean things. It can make people be hateful. It can make your moods change, all that other shit that comes with mental health. I don't think this is the case for Ryan. I just think he's an arrogant little punk who, like the other day, the live I seen him out basically looking for a fight, saying, I want somebody to roll up on. I want somebody to pull up on me. I want somebody to try to touch me, you know, out in public, and he was looking as if he was trying to find somebody that thought they were tough enough. I mean, to me, that's just a punk. In the end, that's just somebody being a punk. It has nothing to do with mental health. I think this guy has used that to try to justify what the fuck he does. And I think a lot of the fan base out there has allowed him to, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers were backing him 100% as a cheater in the sport of boxing just because you're disliked for Devin Haney. I know a lot of the motherfuckers right now who are eating them words after what he just said yesterday about the black race and about Muslims. You gonna back that? Y'all okay with that shit? Y'all were just fine with him talking shit or with him cheating Devin Haney. Y'all were just fine with that. Oh, he whooped his ass. You can't take that back regardless, right? You can't take that ass whooping back, right? There's nothing you can't unsee that ass whooping. Well, regardless if he deleted the video is deleted. He said what he said. You can't take that back, right? You can't unhear that. You can't unhear that no different than you can unhear the supposed ass whooping he gave Devin Haney on PEDs. And y'all justified that shit. Y'all basically said it was okay that he fucking cheated, and you made Devin Haney and his father out to be a villain. I mean, come on, guys. I know we can dislike somebody at sometimes. And sometimes a guy can talk so much shit that you're like, man, I can't stand this dude. I can't wait to see him lose. But as a boxing fan, I don't ever condone cheating in any fucking manner of a way. In no way would I ever try to justify it. Oh, well, Devin talks shit, so he deserved to get cheated and beat. Come on, man. Y'all sound stupid as hell saying that shit. And it drives me crazy to hear the comments and see the social media warriors and a lot of the Spanish, Mexican people backing Ryan and saying it's okay because he beat Devin. In the end, he beat him. Well, not according to the record. No, he fucking didn't. Now you go back and look at it in boxing history, it's not going to show him beating Devin Haney. It's going to show a no contest. He didn't get shit for that. That's what it's going to be record as, and that's what it's going to be remembered as. So you can say whatever about that. But like I said, if you could say, okay, you can't undo that ass whooping, well, guess what else you can't undo? You can't undo that video. You can't undo what he said. So y'all want to justify that and say it was all right he said what he said because he has mental, and I guess you'll try to be like, well, he has mental health. But like I said, I'm not buying that, and the rest of the fucking world shouldn't buy it. I think Ryan is old enough to own up to what the fuck he says, be man enough to know his actions for what he says. He's not a kid. I don't give a shit if he still lives with his mom and dad and whatever. His own parents came out and said, bro, like this isn't acceptable. We don't know why Ryan is saying this stuff. They have separated themselves from Ryan Garcia, their own son, because of his actions. And then the WBC and has come out. He pulled who was it? Zab Judah into it this week, trying to accuse him of shit, saying that he sent over a personal trainer that gave him 2 supplements. Well, here's the thing, Ryan, you're fucking responsible for what you put in your body. At the end of the day, you blaming this guy, this supplement, this person, that person. No, at the end of the day, dude, it was fucking you. All you got to do is call the number they provide for all boxers, a 1-800, whatever it is, a number they can call and they can say whatever the supplement is, and they can tell them what is in that supplement and if they're allowed to use it or not. It's that simple. And you are 100% responsible for what goes in your body. So if some fucking guy comes up that's supposed to help you cut weight that was sent to you supposedly by Judah and the Devin Haney camp, right? So they were trying to set you up, but you were so stupid that you were like, oh, okay, I'm going to take these supposed supplements that they gave you to help you cut weight that you believe had the Osteron in it, which I don't buy any of that bullshit. But this is a story you're going with now. because every other story you came up with failed, right? It failed. It didn't go through for you, man. It did not live up to it. It didn't. It just didn't happen, buddy. You try to blame, yeah, as far as saying, the Logan Paul's drink was a reason. It was in that, and then you try to have two supplements tested that were already open to say that both of those supplements had it in there. You try to say Ashawag had it in it. All of this has been debunked. All of it has been shown as being a lie and being false. And now you have these companies that want to sue you. And then now you have the situation that happened yesterday. Now, to me, man, boxing needs to separate themselves from Ryan Garcia as far as they can, man. At this point, he is not the type of face you want in boxing. You definitely don't want his fan base in boxing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I asked this question on a show I was watching. I won't name. Well, I will name the show. ITR Boxing, man. I like that show a lot on YouTube. Guys, go check it out. ITR, nice little channel. Good host on there. I like Nibs. I like my boy Jack. My boy Jack Kelly. He also boxes. But look, man, I asked the question on there. Does boxing want these fans that Ryan Garcia has? Do we want these casual ass social media darlings in boxing? My guy Nib said, yeah, boxing should take what they get because it's attention. But to me, there's good attention and bad attention. So I disagree with that. That you want these fans in boxing. I don't think you want these fans anywhere near boxing. Number one, they don't respect the sport of boxing to the point that they will cheer for a guy to cheat another guy and then justify why he did it. Well, he talked so much shit, he deserved it. You know what I mean? We don't want them fucking fans in boxing, man. I don't want no casual ass social media darlings in boxing who don't care about boxing, who are not there to advocate for the good of boxing, but only for one guy who they watch and all that other bullshit, man. You don't want that in boxing. You don't want that attention in boxing. You don't want that YouTube crowd, YouTube boxing fans into boxing. A lot of these people are just casuals who, you know, don't understand that boxing goes through enough bullshit as it is with judging and refing and committees not fucking doing what they're supposed to do. That we don't need a bunch of crowd. We don't need to involve fans that are bullshit fans into the sport. We need to keep the fan base clean like we've been doing. Keep good fans in the sport of boxing who are advocating for a better sport, who are advocating for better ways for the future of boxing, man. And right now, I don't know, man. It's crazy to see this kid do what he's been doing for the last 6 months, to see his antics leading up to the fight, not caring about weight, not caring about PEDs, obviously, and what he was going to do to another guy in the ring. He was all about himself. He was all about getting that win because I think Ryan Garcia truly, truly knew deep down inside that if he lost this fight, that was really going to hurt his career. And to me, it probably wasn't. If it was a close fight, it would have been a close fight and he loses. Nobody was going to hold Ryan Garcia to the fire for that. He would have got plenty of opportunities, man, because of his fan base, his social media following, and who he is. He would have gotten plenty of chances after this to still redeem himself and show, one or two losses don't mean a thing. Two or three losses don't mean a thing. Four losses, it don't mean shit, man. But we held that so high that maybe this kid thought he couldn't afford another loss. But to me, it was just all selfish. When it's all said and done, selfish acts by him. And you guys want to say you can't take back that ass whooping he gave Devin Haney? Well, you can't take back that video last night either. As much as you want to delete it, it's out there. People know what he said. People heard what he said. And you can't take that back either. So you want to still back this guy? You still want to justify him cheating, lying, being fake, and now being a racist? You all want to back that guy. That's the Ryan Garcia you want to back. So sit here and tell me in my comments that you still back this guy. And if you do, just unfollow me. Don't follow my social media. Don't follow my YouTube because I don't want people like that who want to justify that type of shit, want to justify those type of actions and say it's okay for what he did. And then now for him to come out with this video, and if you can back Ryan Garcia right now, I just don't know how. I really don't. But like I said, guys, man, this is Chef Jeff, baby. Bourbon and boxing. I just wanted to jump on here, go on my little rant about what is going on, man. Don't forget, we will be on early in the morning tomorrow, and we also are going to go live for that Shakur Stevenson fight going on tomorrow. We got some really good fights coming up, and I hope this stuff with Ryan Garcia isn't going to overshadow all the good fights we got coming up this weekend, guys. So don't forget to join Chef Jeff and Big Spade tomorrow morning for episode 70, baby. Man, we're getting up to there. Episode 70 tomorrow. We're going to record it tonight, guys. We're going to get that to you tomorrow. And then we're also going to go live for those fights tomorrow night for the Shakur Stevenson fight. So join in the Bourbon and Boxing, man. Just had to get on here, tell you guys what I really thought about the Ryan Garcia situation. Tell me what you think. Put your comments down below. Are you still backing this guy, man? And if you are, I'm just boggled by how. And tell me if you are and why. So you agree with him being fake, cheat, and a liar, and you're okay with all that, and a racist. Tell me below that you're cool with all that kind of stuff. Because if you are, I'll unfollow you. I'll unsubscribe you to my channel if I'm able to, because I just don't want that those type of fans shouldn't exist in boxing, man. You can only back a guy so far before you realize that hey, this guy's making you look stupid and himself look stupid. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is Chef Jeff, baby, from Bourbon and Boxing. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning as we're going to come on with more on this topic and much, much more tomorrow. Don't forget to grab your favorite bottle, pull up your bar stool, baby. Bourbon and Boxing to be on bright and early. You guys have a good night.